Don't worry, he's friendly, he's friendly. Don't be that guy. No matter how friendly your dog is, you still need to control them and be polite when they're off leash. A lot of kids are nervous of new dogs, and there's also a lot of dogs that are reactive when a strange dog runs up to them. Some dogs love other dogs and love to play, but when a strange dog charges them, they freak out a little bit. You can avoid that by leashing your dog up every single time you see a new dog. I'm going to give you some tips today to make sure that when your dog is off leash, you have a fun time, everyone stays safe, and no one is terrified by a strange dog running at them. First and foremost, your dog should never be off leash in an unfenced area unless their recall is 100% bulletproof. If your dog won't come when called every single time, you need to start there. I would suggest watching our video on how to train your dog to come in every situation. The link's in the description of this video. Good behavior starts at the beginning of your walk. So don't just open your door and let the dog jump out of your vehicle and take off. You have no idea who's out there, right? Could be dogs, people, kids, whatever. We have to have control until we figure out where all the people and dogs are. So right now there's lots of cars and people around. As I get my dog out, we could ask them to stay before we open the door. Then leash them up. Free. And then now I would start my walk, dash, heel, with them in the heel command. When you have your dog off leash at the park, I would definitely suggest using an e-collar. Now, a lot of people hear e-collar and they think, hey, my dog's not aggressive or my dog's not super bad, so I don't need one of those. E-collars aren't just about corrections. So Dash has one on now, and he listens pretty much every single time I say anything to him. The e-collar a lot of times is just about communication. So imagine your dog's 50 yards away from you, they're running. I don't know if you can hear the wind right now, it's pretty windy out here. Imagine your dog's running, the wind's blowing, they're breathing heavy, they're panting. You know, you call them, there's a decent chance they're not gonna be able to hear you over all of that. That's a recipe for disaster. Instead, the e-collar has a pager function. So some vibrate, some have a tone that's right there by the dog's ear and they can hear it really well. So no matter what is going on, you can get your dog's attention, you can get them back to you, you can get them out of harm's way, and you have control no matter what's going on. Let's talk general etiquette. So if you're at the park and you see some people that might want to say hi to your dog, like these kids back here, don't just let your dog run up to them to say hi. You have to have some measure of control to keep everyone comfortable and everyone safe. So always call your dog to you first. Dash, come. It's easy when they're 3 feet from you. Dash, come. Sit. I'm going to go ahead and leash them up. When you do this, never put the leash on the e-collar. A couple of reasons for that. One is e-collars are not made for that. The strength of the collar, it's easy for them to break. But also there's just 2 prongs on an e-collar. If your dog pulls, all of that force is being put on those 2 prongs. It's definitely dangerous, so don't do it. Now I'm just going to tell them heel and walk them up to say hi. Do you guys want to say hi to a dog? So we're gonna start with a nice controlled dog. I'm not gonna let him pull to get there. I'm not gonna let him be crazy. Once he's under control, I'm gonna tell him, Dash, free. And of course you guys can say hi.
What's his name?
His name is Dash.
Hi, Dash. Hi, Dash.
And you've never seen him before, have you?
No.
Wink. So nice controlled greeting. And now, if you were gonna hang out here for a while, there's nothing wrong with taking your dog off leash. The idea is he's on leash every single time he meets someone. It helps keep everybody safe and also helps keep them comfortable. The same rules apply when you see a strange dog on the path or at the park. Don't just let your dog go running up to him. Call him back to you first. Dash, come. Good boy. Good boy, come. Sit. Clip them up. Once again, never to the e-collar, to their normal collar. And I'm gonna tell them heel, walk them over for an intro. Dash, heel. I'm never gonna assume a new dog is friendly. I'm never gonna assume that they like to meet new dogs, so I'm always gonna ask, is your dog friendly?
Yeah, she is.
If they say yes, okay buddy, say hi. We'll let the dog say hi. Once again, nothing wrong with dogs playing off leash. If you're in an area where you trust them and they're both good, you can certainly let them off leash. And they can run, play to their heart's content. The goal here is a nice controlled intro so that everyone comes away happy and safe. I would also suggest calling your dog to you at least once every 5 minutes. It keeps them in training mode. It's good training, it's good to practice, and it just keeps them focused on you. If you're using an e-collar, you can use the voice, but you can also just push the pager button. So here, Dash is well trained. If I push the pager button, he knows it means come. You'll see he'll run over and sit when he gets here, and we practice this quite a bit at the park. You're free. It's also a good idea to practice off-leash heel throughout the day. It gets your dog back in training mode and also just helps advance their training a little bit. Dash, heel, come on buddy, heel. Good boy, come on, there you go. Yeah, you're a good boy. When you're hiking on a trail, be mindful of blind corners like this one. You have no idea if a person or a dog is coming. Don't just let your dog ahead of you here. So if I'm walking down this trail and my dog is free, when I see the blind corner, I'm gonna call him to me. Dash, come here, buddy, heel. And here you could just clip him up, get him in the heel position, and now I'll just heel him around the corner until I make sure that nobody is there, and then I'll free him up. Hey, pal. Okay, buddy. Okay, you're free. When you finish your time at the park, make sure to leash your dog back up before you head into the parking lot. A lot of issues happen there. A lot of dogs get hit by cars, but also a lot of dog fights happen because one dog runs around a car, you don't see another dog's there, and that dog happens to lash out. Follow these tips. If you follow all these tips, you'll have fun at the park. If you don't, though, you have such a high likelihood of having an issue. And remember, it's not just about your dog. So my dog is friendly, my dog loves kids, my dog loves new dogs, my dog loves cats, he loves pretty much everybody, but we don't know if they're gonna love him. So if he runs up to a kid, it might terrify him. If he runs up to a strange dog, that dog might attack them. So remember, it's not about your dog, it's about all the other people and all the other dogs, and you need to be polite and respectful to them.